I'm just casually gonna put these two over here. I could explain why, but I think it's funnier if I don't. Anyway, we have the Pyra Mythra color tier list that I alluded to, or have alluded to if you've been around. And I'm just casually gonna put these in the best tier because they are the best. Undisputed the best. I don't think that's a hot take. In fact, I think it's might be like Tundra, like ice cold. Obviously, the originals are just wonderful. And you know, speaking of the best, maybe I should like explain my tiers a bit because you know, obviously the best are alts that I enjoy and use all the time. They're neat are alts that I enjoy but use like less frequently. Okay are alts that I don't use very often for a reason or another, but I still kind of like them. Probably not are alts I don't like that much. Like I think indifference is the best way to put it. I'm like, eh. You know what? Let's rename this one to eh. I'm really indifferent in this tier. And then we have nope, which are alts I just straight up don't like. So yeah. Now that you know the ground rules, let's kick it off by saying that the Nia color is awful. Like, I am really about this one. Like, the only redeeming quality I feel like is that the outfit matches Mythra's eyes, but otherwise, I'm not a big fan. The hair color especially doesn't make it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Nia. Everybody does. She's great, but this isn't about her. This is about Mythra wearing her colors. And I don't like it. And since we're on that color, let's put the Gormati Pyra in OK. It would be higher, but unfortunately it's attached to Mythra. Because I will take that into consideration, actually. I know I said I was going to rate them individually, but I will take that into consideration when rating these. Because sometimes Pyra or Mythra don't look great, and therefore it drags down the whole color for me. I think some people feel the same way. So that's the case here as well. Like, I think honestly this color would be in the neat tier, but since it's like this, then yeah. Like, I actually really enjoy this color because, you know, the Gormati Pyra colors are great. You know, the browns are good. The red accents around the outfit to match the sword still. You know, I think it just looks good. And then it was attached to this. Unfortunate. Speaking of that, let's move on to something a little bit more positive. You know, if you've been around for a while, you know I love this color. I really was super not enthused about it when I saw it when they dropped, but I've been using it a lot more, and you know what? I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Like, mostly because it feels like a blue version of Pyra. It's essentially just a blue version of Pyra, and you know what? I kind of like it. I really like it, actually. Same goes for Mythra. Like, she still has more white in her outfit than blue, I feel, but yeah, I just think it looks great. And a big plus is that they kept the original hair color the same as, you know, the other two here. So that is always a big plus in my book because, you know, I'm not a big fan of alts that change the hair color to something else. Then that's why you'll see me playing the default version of the characters a lot. Even Pichu. Even Pichu. I know it's just a me thing. So yeah, I really like this color. It's honestly great. And let's move on from this positivity to another dumpster fire, I want to say. This one is going to piss off some people, and especially one person I know. Yeah. I was considering putting these in a nope tier, because I know that I will never use this alt. But I will put in an because, you know, I'm not a fan of the colors themselves, but I will respect what they're referencing, at least. And I'm glad they put it in for that reason. But it's not a color that I'll ever use, unfortunately. The problem with Pyra Mythra, you know, is that I feel like their swords are a really big part of who they are. And when and therefore it just doesn't mesh with the sometimes with the colors. Like, for example, you see it very clearly here that the sword is red, and then you have all this other emerald, whatever you want to say, or cyan, or whatever you want to say, and it just doesn't mesh. I feel like it's the same for. It's not the same for Mythra. She has like a little bit more leeway because, you know, her sword is like greenish, so it still kind of matches, but okay. This one is okay. This one, not so much. So that is gonna actually be my hottest take for today, I think. I don't think a lot of people agree. Unfortunately, now I think I've actually dished out the hottest takes I have, the biggest dumpster fires that I currently own. So it's gonna be uphill from here, I think. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put. Let's see. Would you like to change spots? Yeah, here. I like these actually. Quicksilver is a good one for Mythra. I think it just makes sense to me. Like, cool. It probably references something I don't know. Because I haven't played all the Xeno games. Just Chronicles. But yeah, like I like the Quicksilver and stuff, and I wish these were like a little more green, like the original, that they would still match the sword a little bit more. But otherwise, yeah, I really like it. This one, I'm not so sure about, to be honest. I like the brown here. Like the shade is really nice. But otherwise, that is pretty much it. Not a big fan of the golden stuff, even if it does like. I think it's supposed to reference the Zohar, right? I think so, and that's cool. But otherwise, I not a big fan of the colors. I guess it's an okay tier for a reason. It's in there for a reason. And before I move back onto the top, let's put these two in neat, I think. Yeah. When I learned that this one was this is the Monado's colors into Pyra, and I thought like, man, that's such a good idea. And it looks so good, you know? Just the crimson red, the blue highlights all across there. The golden trims. It just, actually immaculate. You know what? You're gonna hang with the best up here, actually. I have changed my mind. You get to hang with the bros up here. I think Mythra is still gonna stay in the neat. Again, it's a big plus for me that the hair color stays kind of the same. It's still a different shade, but it's still, you know, red and blonde. So yeah, I enjoy it. I really don't know how to feel about the white tights on Mythra. I feel like black and different shades of black is the way to go. So I'm still kinda indifferent about those, but I'll still put it in their neat because, yeah, I think they're pretty good. Speaking of being pretty good, this one is gonna go in the best because this one is good, and it's also gonna be accompanied by this one because the palette swap is just a great idea. I very much enjoy it. I enjoyed it all the way back in Xenoblade 2, and with the updated designs and just slapping the palette swap on top of that again, it just looked really good. I think it just looks really, really good, and I enjoy it a lot. Probably the color I used the most in doubles to confuse people, but like, yeah, I just very much enjoy it. I think it looked great. Like, Mythra looked great, Pyra looks great. I don't really have anything to complain about here. That's the thing. Like, this one might have gone down in their need or okay, but Strawberry Mythra really grew on me. I think it looks good. I think it just looks good. And I think that's gonna be my my colors tier list. Please do let me know what you think in the comment section. Roast me all you like. This is why we put opinions on the internet so people can respond. Please let me know what colors you prefer as well. I would generally like to know that. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that, and I'll see you soon.